You know, the CIA doesn't need waterboarding. They could just force people to watch this torture. It's C.H.O.M.P.S on Stinker Madness.
Stinker Madness. Stinker Madness. Stinker Madness. We got the Stinker Madness.
Hello and welcome to Stinker Madness. It's week 2 of our Monster Bud series. I'm your host, Justin. I've got Sam, Sando Sam, the Sandwich Man. And Dr. Wife here with me. Just did C.H.O.M.P.S. Are you guys able to stomach life, or should we all just have a murder-suicide right now?
Oh, it's not that bad, but it was very nearly a full assault on all of the senses because your dog was farting the whole time. So it was like
we had smell-o-vision.
My eyes and ears were definitely being assaulted by the movie, and then it was like Bingham was making it a smell-o-vision picture.
It was awful. This movie is serious torture. I hated it. Absolutely uncomfortable the entire time. It was too much. Just too much stupid shit at all times.
The song got old real fast.
Oh, the music.
Fuck C.H.O.M.P.S.
And the slow motion running.
He didn't run in regular speed one time in the movie.
Nope.
Constantly running in slow motion. And nobody else ran in slow motion.
Nobody else.
C.H.O.M.P.S.
It was normal speed footage for everything. Like, even the people he's chasing, he's running in slow motion, but the car is moving in normal speed. C.H.O.M.P.S. I understand that it's like, whoa, look at what he can do, but it seriously seems like that's the speed that he's moving at.
It's, I think, one of the things that makes this movie so bad is that, kids like the slow motion.
Do they?
They like the comedy. Like, it was supposed to be all the things that kids like, but it just ends up being a pile of those things and not a movie.
Yeah. So let's just jump right to the first most important question. Would children like this film?
Well,
No.
children would be someone, and no one would like this film.
Indeed.
Yeah, I'm going to go with no. I think that they would get bored. And I think that they would have been freaked out by the fact that you have to look at C.H.O.M.P.S insides.
When they disassemble C.H.O.M.P.S, it's disturbing.
It is super disturbing how many times that C.H.O.M.P.'s head comes off during this movie.
And he doesn't look like, he looks like a very angry dead dog.
Yeah, like he's been stuffed that way.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's got glowing red demon eyes. And whenever he makes his stupid fucking sounds, because he makes stupid fucking sounds throughout the entire goddamn movie, it's a shot of his face close up of this snarling, unhappy dog.
Yeah.
Children don't like snapping, snarling, mean-faced critters
That are being thrown into doors.
That was awesome.
Yeah. Is this the only movie that Joseph Barbera produced and wrote?
I don't think so.
God damn it. There's more out there.
Well, I think that as I was reading about it, like Hanna-Barbera didn't sort of stay behind this thing all the way. Like,
Sure.
his original script was rewritten considerably by 2 other people.
Well, William Hanna's
twice.
not really even in the credits.
He's not involved. He
Yeah.
was like, no, I'm out on this shit. This is terrible.
Mm-hmm.
And Joe Barbera was like, okay, I'll stick with it for a while. But once they started rewriting his script and Arkoff's son started making a lot of the decisions, that's when they kind of were out. Even though most of the actors in this are all like Hanna-Barbera voices.
Right.
Did you notice that?
Yeah.
Like everybody in the movie pretty much is.
Uh-huh.
And they did.
Other than Valerie Bertinelli.
Valerie Bertinelli. I don't think the what's his face from Different Strokes is in any of that though either.
Conrad Bain?
Conrad Bain, I don't think was the voice of. I should have looked that up to see if he was the voice of Spacely or Cogswell, because they had a whole Spacely Sprockets Cogswell Cogs thing going on there, and it seemed like it was the Jetsons with the 2 corporations.
Yeah, it was very similar to the Jetsons.
There was a lot of Hanna-Barbera things going on there, but none of the things that work about Hanna-Barbera cartoons and comedy, which, to be honest, the Hanna-Barbera cartoons aren't as funny as any of the Warner Brothers cartoons.
It appears that Conrad Bain did not do any voice acting in his illustrious career.
Illustrious career. That's what I didn't think he did.
So what was up with that weird mini film at the beginning with the credits.
The burglar
cartoon.
Yeah.
That's about a burglar, not a dog.
The dog was kind of in the cartoon the whole time.
Kinda. I don't really like. This movie started off on the wrong foot because I did not like that title sequence at all.
The best example of the cartoon credit sequence, the most beloved of all of them, is the Pink Panther, and it doesn't work with the movie.
No.
It never works with the movie. The cartoon credit sequence always creates an air for disappointment.
Well, it just seems like every time it's just so crammed with annoying music. I mean, yeah, there was like a 2-minute sequence where the bass was pretty funky on it, but then bring in those trumpets and let's start making this goofy.
Which was the tone, really set the tone for the whole movie.
Yeah, it's just, this is off to a bad start here.
Cartoons with live action have never really worked that well. Like, not cartoons mixed with live action, but when you try to treat live footage like it's a cartoon, which is what they did through the whole thing, it just doesn't work well.
No, it does not. So should we just deal with this thing, or
yeah,
what do
we
you
should
wanna
just
do?
deal with this thing. I do have an acronym that was better than C.H.O.M.P.S, because C.H.O.M.P.S isn't even really a good acronym.
It's not.
No.
Because they have to use
It's not an
most
acronym
of the
at all.
word home.
Yeah.
It doesn't roll off the tongue quite as well. FLDHTDTMPD
Nope.
or
Oh, yes.
which
That
is
was
an acronym for free little dickhead that does too much property damage.
That is quite accurate.
Yes.
Oh, yeah. Chomps does not do a very good job of protecting properties. I mean, I guess he
No.
gets the bad guys, but you're not left with much afterwards. After you've bought a Chomps and you just have a pile of rubble, basically. Hey!
Hopefully
thanks,
you can
Chomps.
live inside your chomps because your house is fucking destroyed.
So anyways, as we mentioned, the movie starts out with a cartoon thief credit sequence. And then there's a news report with Rascal the dog watching the news that there's burglars, that you must protect your home from the burglars. You should buy a good lock and a security system, and most importantly, you should get a good watchdog, because the neighbors will hear it when it barks, and so will you, and you'll stop those burglars from coming in.
Everything
This is
getting,
the news.
This is the news. All there is burglary. We're just going to say burglary over and over again. That's
So
the news.
much burgles.
They're getting burgled on the news while they're reporting it.
See, that would have been a funny joke.
That would have been a funny joke.
Burglar came and stole
That
the
would've-
KYOL sign.
That's something like out of the Batman live action series with
Adam West.
Adam West.
Yeah.
Yeah, it didn't deliver any of those kind of fun.
Well, who would have thought? Right during this time, Rascal's house is about to get burgled. But
Is it, or is it?
another house?
No, it's his
Rascal's
house.
It's his
yeah.
house, but I didn't realize that it got almost burgled before. I thought it was just a dog chase. Fucking business again.
Oh, with Monster? No, not yet. Because
Okay.
that's the flying dog routine. Or the dog just flies right
flies
into the door.
and then knocks over the burglars.
Uses its face to make the door hit the face of the burglars.
I'm glad that shit doesn't fly anymore. Throwing a dog into a door.
Man.
Like, nope, you can't do that. Even though dogs are non-union, it's just a dick move. Because it's like, oh, we got to do this for the sake of the picture.
No,
maybe
dude.
you should have wrote it first.
Yeah, and like
know.
the sequence where Rascal's running underneath the fucking wheels of those
There
huge
was
trucks. I'm
or
like,
when they were backing up the van and it had to pretend like it was
Yeah,
pulling.
dude.
That shit is really like. I'm surprised that a dog didn't get run over in the making
you
of
can't
this.
do that.
No.
Not for the sake of children's entertainment, just killing fucking animals.
Yeah.
Oh, you assholes. No, it's okay. They're just dogs. Then why are you making a movie about cute little animals that people care about if they're just, well, they're expendable? You fucking assholes.
It's like on Scrooge. Just staple the antlers on the mouse.
Yeah, that's right. Cat television.
Well, the problem with the burgling all stems from this security company called Norton Security.
Actually, I'm going to burn a question right now. Do you think that the burglary wouldn't be as much of a problem if there was more than 2 police officers in the entire city?
That could be also a top
Did
tip.
you see more than 2
I did
police
not.
officers?
I
There's
never did.
only 2 police officers throughout this
And
entire film.
they're busy eating donuts a lot, so
No, they're eating at Burger King.
Oh yeah.
Which is
Burger
either
King
way,
donuts.
if you can go to any corner and someone's being burgled, they're instead at Burger King.
Yeah.
When there's probably Burger King's being burgled,
Right.
the cash register. There's people outside of it getting burgled,
They're
but they're having some coffee.
stealing some of those chicken fries.
I don't think they had the chicken fries. That
No.
was probably when they had Burger Buddies, though.
Ooh, Burger Buddies.
I don't know if they had Burger Buddies yet.
Is that the sequel to Air Buddies? Burger Buddies?
Burger Buddies?
Yeah.
Well, I don't know. I mean, it was a major coup. In the fast food world, it was, because Willard Scott was the Burger Buddy man, and you, of course, know that Willard Scott was the first Ronald McDonald. Yes.
Yes, indeed.
Yes, Willard Scott.
Whoa.
Wait, isn't
Little
he
history.
black?
No. No. His replacement, Al Roker, is.
You're thinking of Byron Scott, the point guard for the LA Lakers in the 80s.
And I
Yeah,
think he's the
I
coach
am.
of the Lakers now.
Hey, there you go.
Oh, wow. Okay, never mind.
Well,
Willard Scott. No, Willard Scott's the 100-year-old birthday guy on Today's Show.
Yeah.
That's the guy.
isn't he also... I never met a man I didn't like, or something like that.
And then he tugs him off. No, I don't know.
He tucks him off. What story is
I
that?
don't think that's
I
how
think
the
that's
rest of that
I think
quote-
that's Marv Albert. and then he bites him.
Another basketball connection. Anyways, we got to move on here. This is getting ridiculous. So these Norton security guys have built this alarm security system for houses, but the burglars are just like, that shit's easy to foil. So now we're out of control burgling because there's nothing to stop us. So Norton's going out of business. They're filing for bankruptcy if they don't do something quick. We got to have a new system, guys. This one's shit. And the
It's
chief,
because that Mark guy was selling off their secrets.
the chief architect of their security system is this guy named Brian. And then the only other employee that they seem to have is this guy that you're talking about, but his name was Ken, not Mark. Sorry.
Oh, I thought his name was Mark.
No, it's just these three guys that work at this. I guess no. There's the security
There's
room
the
guys.
switchboard guys,
Yeah.
but they seem like they're in a different building.
No, because at the end he's like,
I know
"Yes,
it's my
I know
our
it's my building.
Yeah.
Maybe he is in a different building. I don't know.
Well, everybody got the day off except for those guys.
Yeah, for
They
Chomps Day.
never get to leave.
Chomps Day.
That was so dumb.
What is Chomps Day?
It's a
Every
day-
day is Chomps Day.
Yeah,
It's the magic of children.
today's Chomps Day.
Chomps Day.
Anyways,
I'm going to use that for work this week. I'm sorry, I can't come in. It's Chomps
It's
Day.
Chomps Day.
It's Chomps Day.
No day should be Chomps Day.
Anymore in my life, it feels like every day is Chomps Day.
Dog eat dog world, and I'm wearing milk bone underwear.
Yeah, exactly.
So Brian's like, that's what we need. We need a watchdog. Because he sees like a watchdog on TV. Like, that's the way to stop the crime as a watchdog.
I think that
Did he,
you
or
are
did he
a
already-
little confused because the watchdog was already made.
He had already
I'm
built that.
confused
He was-
about all of this.
He was the dog who jumped through the door.
Mm-hmm.
That was Chomps.
Not Rascal?
That wasn't Rascal.
That was
That
not
was
Rascal.
All right.
that was Chomps.
No,
That
Chomps is already
yeah. I mean, he's
assembled
already
and built and
yeah, dude. He's
Then
doing his thing.
What the fuck, man? During that meeting, say, "Oh, I shouldn't be fired. I have built this dog that we're gonna do stuff with." If he's already got the goddamn dog, shouldn't he bring it in? Like, look what I've done.
Yeah, he should have actually. This is how this movie would have gone. He brings in the dog. They look at it like, "This is good. This is good work here. We'll sell these." And then they close the door, and all three of them look at each other. He's like, "You need to build robots that we can have sex with right now. Right now,
Is
go
it
home
a pleasure model?
and start working on a pleasure model. And then we're going to retire off that and not do anything except have sex with those robots.
And,
Do not make them look like my daughter."
and do not cover them in fur. Also, no. I was going to say don't let their heads come off, but I think keep that. Keep
You
that
know,
feature.
if she has one nostril that KC Masterpiece comes out of, I'm not gonna gripe about it. If I'm gonna just put a little hint out there.
Casey.
Oh my god.
Weird.
I just thought that I would get that in multiple episodes of our podcast. Talk about barbecue sauce.
This should just be your thing.
I don't even like barbecue sauce.
No. So this fucking other dog. Let's get
Rascal.
Monster.
Monster.
Let's just get
Oh,
Monster out of the
God.
fucking way because film is sprinkled with monster hijinks every now and then.
Salty monster.
Who's the only dog in this film that talks.
What
Yeah.
kind of a decision is that? Why can't the other dogs talk?
And he's grouchy and he's
He's a bully.
yeah, he's a bully and
Kind of.
well,
No, he
chases-
tries to steal the
tries
bones
to do-
and
he's a bully to Rascal, I think.
yeah, he gets Rascal in trouble with the dog catcher
Yeah.
and he's mean to Muffin The old lady's
Kinda.
dog.
Muffin's barely even in this goddamn
Muffin
movie. It's like
has,
a shot of Muffin, and then it's just that old lady chasing Muffin around.
Muffin!
Where's my Muffin? My first dog's name was Muffin, just so you know. Yeah, so this stupid fucking monster dog is annoying. He's chasing, I guess it's Rascal, because Rascal's got the bone.
Yeah.
And,
If Rascal wasn't a dickhead, he'd just leave the bone inside
right. And then he, like, runs all over the fucking place.
to go back inside.
To go back inside.
Yeah, they should have been playing
It was
the music behind this one.
well, they did. They did
It's grab ass. It's dog grab ass.
It was all over it. It was just more excuses to play that goddamn music.
Oh my god, that song is so annoying.
It has nothing to do with anything. This sequence. It's not funny. It's not exciting. It's just one dog chasing another dog.
Which
around.
you can say the same thing about the rest of the movie.
Indeed.
That's the problem with it.
Yeah.
It
Brian
basically
chasing Valerie Bertinelli around. That's a dog chasing a dog. I don't like Valerie Bertinelli.
she's not hot.
She's not cute, good looking. She looks like what are those dogs that have the smash face?
Pugs.
Pugs. Yeah, she's got a smash face.
Huh.
Like she went into the wall as fast as she could. She has no profile. None. It's flat. Everything's flat.
Yeah.
What the hell was Eddie Van Halen looking at, man?
He
'Cause I don't
enjoys
get
having
it.
sex with 1x12 lumber.
Yeah, I do not get Valerie Bertinelli. But she stops.
She likes to
by.
party.
She does.
She had to.
Yeah. She stops by to Brian's house because she's Brian's fiance, girlfriend for sure. But she's also the daughter of Brian's boss.
Yes, so the heiress to the Norton Security Company fortune.
Of $5 million if they can stay in business.
Yeah.
Which, I mean, no, I'm not going to kick $5 million out of bed for eating crackers, but
No,
it's not a large
exactly
sum
not.
of money.
No, and you'd probably, I mean, I, at this stage in my life, would get into a relationship with someone that looked like Valerie Bertinelli for that kind of money.
Yeah, so back at Norton, speaking of Norton, they are now getting burgled. There's men with guns inside the office. And they've also apparently kidnapped Valerie Bertinelli somehow.
Like, they was just... I think they just went in at the same time. Like, what are you doing here? I work here, kind of.
Oh, my dad.
What are you doing here? I'm burgling this
burgling.
place.
Oh, okay.
Oh, okay, well, we'll just go in unannounced at the same time. Where's the secretary? That's the real question.
Do you have an appointment? I don't know. Yes, I see burglary here, too. Anyway, so there's burgling hijinks. These fucking two goons.
They back it up into a closet and then they take their masks off
Yeah.
and then they can't get the door open.
Is hijinks my least favorite word?
These are
of all
low
time?
jinks.
Yeah, low jinks. Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't like this fucking film. Well, the guy, Conrad Bain, whatever the dad's name is, he's like, Brian, you can't even keep burglars out of our office. You're fired. So Brian's now unemployed. This Ken guy, he's sexually harassing Casey, Valerie Bertinelli, like, oh, maybe we should let's talk about it over dinner, because I'll weasel my way into your arms with my charms. A little bun slapping and pulls his wiener out. No, he doesn't do that. But he wanted to.
He wanted to.
I can see it in his dirty damn eyes.
He wanted to just slip it out and see what happens.
Take a look at it.
Yeah, look at that. It's an exposed penis. What are you going to do about that?
What now?
Yeah, so you have options.
That's kind of like the naked guy move.
It is. It's like the naked guy,
Like,
except it's creepier. The naked guy, you're fully invested, whereas the just flopping the wiener out of the pants. That's risque.
God.
I tell you what, there's people out there that think that works. Just
Oh,
pulling
yeah.
it out.
Yeah.
Yep.
I got a semi. How do you like that? And then they don't usually.
Nobody likes it.
Nobody likes it, right? So your best case, it's like any situation where your best case scenario is that nothing happens, because that's what you're hoping for when you just pull your wiener out, is that they don't say anything, they get in the car and they drive off.
Exactly. What the fuck do you think is going to happen? Anyways, so
Is the naked man still a thing? You're single.
I have never tried. Well,
yes, you have tried the.
I've
Sam
tried
used to
the
take
naked,
all of his clothes off.
The
at
naked man
parties.
works. I'll tell you that.
No, it doesn't.
It works. It's just like they said in that series. It's not a high batting average. Let's just say that. But it works.
One time. That was all it took.
Time.
All right, so he's chasing after Casey because this guy's shady business already, I guess. But so Casey goes back to Brian's house, and Brian reveals that C.H.O.M.P.S is the new security thing. Like, oh, this is it. Well, that's just your dog Rascal. No, it's not. Here, let me pull its fucking head off. This
Oh.
No,
demo.
he calls down the other dog before he goes to the head business.
But he goes through this fucking demo like 6 times in this film. Like, oh, hey, that's your dog. No, it's not. It's C.H.O.M.P.S. Here, let me pull it apart for you.
This is before Kinko's, so he can't just have like some copies of what it looks like. He has to do it every time.
There's not a PowerPoint.
Yeah, they don't.
And,
the
like, where
tools
did-
of business have not yet been invented.
Where did he get the weird tools to like open up Chomp's chest and his back? Like, he just made these. They were like a tire iron or
He
something.
probably doesn't even need tools. He's just like, there's multiple buttons inside of Chomps' butt.
Yeah, why can't he just be
He
like,
just puts his finger in Chomps' butt and like down or release the gut strap up. It's different,
Yeah, I think that would have been much more realistic.
well, they never mention how Chomps gets power, you got to plug him in somehow.
You gotta do
I
something.
guarantee you it's in the butt.
Well, no, that's why when I made the joke right when and I couldn't unmake it because there was never any point where they said it was powered, is that it looked like a nuclear device.
Mm-hmm.
Chomps is radioactive.
He'll fuck up your house and give you horrible cancer.
Yeah.
Nice.
There's nothing good that Chomps does.
Yeah, he's like 44, 62,
I bet Chomps can't watch a football game.
32. Yeah.
Omaha!
Omaha.
Oh, shit.
Fucking
Omaha's
through
the
the
kill
window.
command.
Yeah. Explode.
No Peyton Manning for Chomps.
He like sits up and he rolls over. He's just doing dog tricks. He's not doing anything awesome. He's just doing standard dog tricks.
Oh, yeah.
Well done, Brian.
Numbered dog tricks.
This is fucking fantastic. This is the fucking future, all right? A dog that does dog stuff. Huh. And then he describes what Chomps has got going on. He's got like
He's got a
X-ray
flux
vision.
capacitor.
He's got a flux capacitor. He's super smart, I guess. He's got a computer. He got super hearing. He's super speed.
He's got sniff-o-vision.
Sniff-o-vision.
Sniff-o-vision. He also has his most annoying feature, which is a tape machine that has recordings of gunshots and horns and sirens and
Screeching cars.
screeching cars, which he employs whenever he's running fast.
In slow motion.
Because Chomps has a sense of, sound design.
Yeah, he's got a built-in Foley. There's just a guy. There's a little man inside of him slapping steaks together. That's for the karate jump.
Yeah. Oh, yes. Yes, we should mention the karate jump.
Karate jump. What command is that? 100?
100.
Yeah, which is
'Cause
basically just jump onto a guy.
They keep using that joke. 1 out of 100.
Yeah,
Oh, no!
And I will venture to guess right now that Chomps doesn't have a full 100 programs. That's how ambitious Brian is. He's like, I'll fill in the blanks.
It seems like the only program he really has is 21.
21.
21, Chomps. Do Chomp stuff.
12 is not do Chomp stuff. 12.
Unchomp.
What? Be a normal dog? Why would you really ever want him to be a normal dog?
I don't think you want Chomps at all.
No, but if you're going to build a furry killing machine,
Yeah, you can have...
why have a standby mode, right?
I have to program in the affection response. So you're supposed to fucking pet your
Furry
robots?
killing machine?
Yeah.
Do you think this movie would have been better with a cat?
No.
No.
Because then they could have had a smother response, right? Like they're like, okay, we're going to bed now, Fluffy. And Fluffy wraps itself around your head and doesn't let go. It's a baby killer.
Good Lord.
Oh, okay, I want to ask a question.
Sure.
I like Jackie's thought train. I don't think so. I fucking don't like cats. But would this movie have been better if Chomps had been a monkey?
Ooh.
Oh.
Well,
Would it have had outfits?
Probably.
Would the monkey play baseball?
Probably.
well, in that case, yes. 'cause
Yes,
be
it would have
called-
been awesome.
He could buttle as well. The monkey butler. Everybody likes a monkey butler.
Yeah, that's true. I do like monkey butlers.
Well, I think we just saw Ed. And
Yeah.
it was better than this.
Yeah, but Ed wasn't a robot.
No,
He was
that's right.
supposed to be a real monkey.
What if he was... Whoa!
And he didn't fight crime.
Congo.
Congo.
She's wait, no, she's not a robot monkey. She just has a robot that talks.
Yeah.
She's okay, never mind.
Amy. Amy.
Yeah. She is a
Well,
robot.
we all like Congo, so.
In the movie, it's not a real monkey.
You got Duncan Jacks's monkey, of course.
Boone the baboon.
Boone the baboon.
I don't think that there's ever been a movie with a robot monkey.
No, I don't think so. I think Chomps could have been a monkey, and we might have enjoyed it considerably.
I haven't read any of the novels. Are the flying monkeys in the Wizard of Oz series, are those mechanical, or are they real?
I think that they are.
So those are the robot
not.
monkeys.
Oh.
They're not mechanical.
What about those
Oh.
monkeys in the Return to Oz that have the wheels on their feet?
She sews using magic. She sews the wings onto their back.
Okay.
Fucking magic. All right. Yeah, that looks like no robot monkeys. We've just we've solved Chomps. We might have liked it.
If it was a robot monkey.
If it was a robot monkey, you could do more shit with it, like because it can make its own decisions. Like you couldn't throw it at the door because chimpanzees and baboons are fucking big.
When
but-
you're like, Chomps 21, it just fucking starts ripping arms out of sockets and pulling jaws
all
off of
Wookiee.
people. And then you're like, Chomps 12, and then it just rubs shit all over the desk and plays poker and smokes cigars.
and bottles.
Great movie.
You can never underestimate the buttling.
The buttling.
That would have to be its own command.
That'd
That'd be
be
like
its own
Chomps
command.
14.
Chomps.
I'm having a party tonight, Chomps. 16. Go put on your tuxedo.
16. He just drinks all the whiskey and passes out face down. God, this butler's shitty.
Really need to work on my buttling skills.
All right, well, this is no fun. Chomps 21. Rip everybody's arms off.
Oh my god, we're not moving into this movie fast.
Well, there's not really anything that happens.
Yeah,
That's the
we
problem.
just said the demo happened 6 times, so now we can technically
No,
move
so
to
let's-
the
We
part.
can
Let's
move
skip
to the
down.
next demo? And
Yeah.
then the next demo?
He demos this
The end
goddamn
of the
dog
movie, the climax, is demoing the dog.
yeah,
for.
Nothing happens.
nothing.
That's not true. He blows up some guy in a tools outhouse.
Yeah, he chases during this. Let's just, like Jackie's right. Let's just do this fast. There's the guy that owns another place that wants to.
Thurston Howell.
Yeah, Thurston Howell wants to own the Norton security guys. So there's more burgling. That's really the only plot point. There's burgling. Chomps chases guys, knocks them out of a tree, knocks the fucking tree down with his karate jump.
Chomps is a real fucking problem if you like property.
Yeah, like when he goes to the furniture store, which wasn't really a furniture store. It was like a big department
I don't
store.
know.
Was this like Macy's?
No, it was like a
Yeah, it was like a
bullshit store.
Macy's.
They had everything. I
They
would like
had
to shop
everything,
Yeah, I would have wanted to shop there
but
too.
none of it made any goddamn sense.
But
No,
it was
you-
called a furniture store.
Like refrigerators
there. It was
next to hot
the
dog
Gold
buns.
Key Furniture Store.
yeah, the Gold Key Furniture Store. But then it had like surfboards and clothing and
a double
beds.
There was a double wheel grinder next to some golf clubs.
Yeah,
Mhm.
tent.
A tent,
Yeah,
skateboards, tennis pitching machine.
yeah. This store had just like fucking everything.
You know what it is? It's the zany store. It's just this is the store where you come if you want to have zany stuff.
The thing is, I don't feel like they built a store for this movie. I feel like that store existed. It might not have been the Gold Key. The Gold Key could have been something
Mhm.
that was just an exterior, but I feel like there was a store in LA that had all that shit.
Probably. So yeah, he also breaks up these car thieves. They're trying to steal the boss's car. It's very convenient because he just happens to be giving a demo of Chomps. He chases after him with the stupid police sirens, and then like this black guy, the news
The
guy,
news
he's
guy.
like, "Dog with a police siren? That's gotta be news." So stupid.
It did get me laughing just because it was so left field.
Yeah.
I don't get why the burglars, they were going to steal the entire Mercedes one part at a time.
I guess.
Was that their plan?
We'll come
yeah,
back tomorrow.
like they took the tires off.
The
Yeah.
wheels.
Oh.
And then,
And-
like, the part of the brake assembly. I don't
The
think
economy of this city in the movie has to be like, they're going to sell those wheels back to him the next day.
yeah.
I noticed your car doesn't have any wheels.
Are those mine? Oh, who's to say? Whose they are, buddy?
I just happen to have some that fit perfectly.
Yeah.
Hey, as we mentioned, he pulls a van out on the road, blocks it, he uses a forklift to crush the truck, and, no, Chomps, you're the fucking hero of the world. Yippity-doo-dah.
Yeah, Chomps is a stone cold fucking killer. Is
He
what he
is.
is.
Kills people.
Yeah,
Chomps
okay, wait.
Fucking kills people.
Here's a question that I didn't have written down. Danton versus Chomps.
I don't have enough evidence because I haven't seen Chomps take a grenade.
He did.
He did.
survive
He took a
plastic
bomb.
explosives.
He got exploded. Yes.
I still think that Dan would
I
just
think-
rip his furry little fucking head off.
Yeah, I think Dan
he-
didn't get quite blown up as much.
Yeah, like the karate jump would break one of his mechanical legs,
Mhm.
and then he would get ripped in half while Danton was walking in between point A and point B being a burrito.
Now, Chomps versus Vin Diesel or Dominic Toretto.
Oh, that's not even close. Dominic Toretto, he's just got chomps on his tires.
That is very true.
What's wrong with your car, man? A little bit of Chomps on it.
Chomps, yeah. There's something wrong with that tire? Yeah, there's a robot dog. Real killer. It's on the tires now.
It was interfering with my family. So anyways, Chomps is running around town being annoying. Just more demos. Yeah. Oh, speaking of Chomps,
Chomps.
my dog's name is Farts. Dog stinks. We've been doing this podcast for almost 2 years, and up until like the last 3 weeks, we never really had a problem with stinky dog ass. But god damn, it seems like every episode it's like, oh Jesus.
It's dog butt.
And then the theme song starts playing for Bingham's butt.
You should put a siren on Bingham so we just have warning.
Yeah.
It's like an air raid.
Ken calls his goons at the airport, or I don't know what the fuck where this place is. But,
This is how saturated the burgling market is that anybody can do it, because these guys stink.
no, they're stupid. They don't know how phones work. We
They're
know.
supposed to be the comic relief, I think.
Yeah.
I think
they're
the whole
just-
thing's comic relief.
Oh God, these two were just such fucktards. I was just like, no.
I wanted to be relieved from the comedy.
Yeah.
Yeah, I wanted them to blow up with the safe. Honestly,
Ken wanted some relief when he pulled out his wiener.
Ken's like, what? No takers.
Yeah.
Wiener relief.
You know what that is. I
Jump
know what
on
is
it.
too, yeah. And I can sit down if it makes it easier.
Just give it a little kiss, just one.
You've seen one of those before.
This movie was so awful. We have to resort to tricking women with our texts.
Yeah.
Yeah, to sexual assault.
Yeah. Chomps is making me think about pulling out all my old moves. I've never done that. I've done the naked man. I haven't done that.
You haven't stooped that low yet.
No, that's seriously, that's assault.
Oh,
So they hire Chomps to protect this department store, and I need to go upstairs. I'll ride in this conveyor belt
Oh
tub.
God, the
you know, they
conveyor
sped
belt.
up the footage for this too, because if
And
you
it-
watched Chomps' face,
Mhm.
he's like got all these weird little tick moves because they sped it up because the conveyor belt is actually so damn slow.
Yes.
And at 4 times original speed, the conveyor belt is still quite slow.
So this doesn't look
Oh
like an
my
effective
God.
means of travel, Chomps.
Yeah, what
Just
the fuck,
Run
dude?
up it.
He's got bionic legs, and he's like, nope, gonna take
Just
down. I'm
cruising
gonna sit in
around.
this basket.
Looking cool.
We
We had at one of my previous jobs. We had one of those little conveyor belt jobbers that would, bring heavy stuff up to the top floor, so you didn't have
Yeah.
to carry it. It's just one flight, and I think it took 10 minutes to raise that thing up. They're not fast. That is the worst means of travel I have ever seen for somebody who is supposed to be doing action. Like, oh, this place is getting burgled. I'll take the slowest way I can get there.
Yeah.
Good work, Chomps. Fucking idiot. Well, the villain.
Chomps also has the case of whenever he barks viciously. Just gonna throw this out there. He's supposed to be a robot dog, right?
Mhm.
But he has just got saliva everywhere.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
This is a robot dog played by an actual dog, so.
Just
So
saying.
the villains nab Chomps. They put him in a knapsack. They got him. And, he rips free, and now it's time for bullet fire sound effects and chase him around, and they have some hijinks.
They
Low
fall on a
jinks.
skateboard.
Skateboards,
They
tennis.
pretend they're mannequins and get shot by tennis balls. That
So-
fucking went on for too long.
And then real burglars show up, which ordinarily like, oh, thank goodness, the real burglars have shown up, but they're just as dumb.
They're just as dumb.
I originally put that it was the menswear heist, but it turns out they're fur coats, so I guess they're a little bit more valuable.
You're not gonna like it. I guarantee it.
How much did we get off that menswear heist? Enough to pay for our gas. And that's it. Factoring in that gas in 1979 is like 28 cents a gallon.
This movie was made in '79.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, that's right. I don't know why I thought this was some 80s desperation piece of shit, but
No.
that makes sense.
Well, I mean, 79 is not so far out.
Well, the hijink burglars have now got on some skateboards, and they don't know how to skateboard. They know how to skateboard better than I do, but they go through a window, second story, land on the ground and die in horrible pain.
Yeah.
Broken limbs everywhere and guts splattered all over the place. It's hideous, but that's what I wanted to have happen. But they don't. They land in some fucking garbage, I guess.
Yeah. That's why more businesses need to have dumpsters full of knives outside.
Yeah, that's a good call. So, Chomps goes through another door chasing after these new villains, the actual burglars. And he karate jumps their van and knocks it over.
100.
Chomps.
See, I just want to sprinkle that in as much as possible so that our listeners really get a sense of how many times they played the Chomp song.
Yeah, the musical assault. Like, it was shock and awe with that fucking...
I've got another, my very next note is more monster hijinks. So it's just
This times 2 with
and
the
I'm
monster
skipping
chase.
half of these hijinks sequences that just happen over and over and over again.
It's just shots of dogs running around.
Yeah, that's all it is. Not
Yep.
even acting dogs, just
It's
dogs being
running
dogs.
around. Yeah.
God damn it.
I think that Monster kind of bothers me because he looks like a gigantic Toto.
Mm-hmm.
They really tried hard to go with the Toto look for him.
But he's huge.
But he's huge,
He's a big
and he's
Toto,
not
yeah.
he's not really that kind of dog. But they gave him a haircut to make him look like Toto.
You know that shitty band, Toto?
Hey, they bless the rains down in Africa.
Is Toto Toto?
No. I
They
thought
didn't-
Toto was an acronym.
Yeah, for too old to...
Pull out your
Wilderness.
wiener.
Yeah. Toto's an acronym. A very strange one that has something to do with the restraining order in Rosanna Arquette.
Anyways, so Brian and Casey get in kind of a fight. It's not even a fight.
He's like, it's an argument. He's shaken up. This guy, boy, you can tell he's never had sex before.
Yes, he is quite virgin-esque. But that's the only reason I bring this up is because it plays into the... He can't be at the final demonstration to the government for bomb disposal?
No, it's Park Systems, the multinational security people.
Yeah, they're going to merge.
Yeah.
Okay.
And he's gonna... They need to test it, because one of the things that you have commonly with home security problems is trucks headed
Trucks
for mines.
headed for mines with antennas on top of them.
Yes.
And
Clearly visible mines.
Clearly.
why was one of the mines actually active?
Yeah, it's...
Indeed.
It's
Only one of them is.
It's called 4 Truck 4 Mine Monty. And you have to play it with a dog, and it's a very serious home security threat.
Well, plays over the top. Yeah, so Brian can't be there because he's got to run and get Casey because she's leaving on a jet plane. I don't know why he's got. I can't make
She
it. I
went-
got to get my girl back.
I have to talk to her. We had an argument. She sort of got snippy with you and said one sentence.
Yes.
Everything is fine.
Yeah, it's quite well. But so Conrad Bain, he grabs Rascal instead of Chomps. He's got the wrong
How
dog.
did Rascal get in there?
In the,
He let Chomps out
yeah.
because
So why
he was
did he
being
get
chased
in?
by
Like
Monster.
So why would he get in there? Just because he's a dickhead?
'Cause it's
Yeah, because he's
Like-
afraid of Monster, so he gets in there and he makes Chomps go chase
Dog
Monster,
spot.
Oh,
and then
that sucks.
Monster gets Chomps arrested by the dog catcher.
Dog catcher.
yeah.
Which you know what? Like, I don't ever think about dog catchers anymore. They're just
No.
not very prevalent anymore.
Well,
No.
it's because they have to, it's animal control because there's so many other animals.
Well, this made me think of something. A dog catcher in Hollywood. Dog catchers are always evil. Like they're the bad guys.
Yeah.
Why? What do dog catchers do that's wrong?
I guess they're doing a service to the community.
They're doing a service to the dogs.
Yes.
Stray dogs can't survive on their own.
Well, I suppose in the 70s there was still there wasn't the patience that the Humane Society has now, so
There's-
most of those dogs went right to the glue factory.
just straight to the Chinese
Nope,
restaurant.
glue factory.
Yeah.
All of it. Horses, dogs. Which now they have to make glue out of exotic materials because you can't take animals. You have to, I don't know what they do with them now.
You know, they have to import it from Mars.
Which I get that, yeah, there was a problem with just all of it to the glue factory now for profit,
Mhm.
but there's an in-between.
So wait a second, I just had this really grody thought. If you ate paste as a kid, you were actually eating dead animals.
It is technically Soylent Green, yes.
No, paste is not glue.
Well,
Elmer's wood glue is what was made out of animal
yeah,
product.
I've ate that.
Paste is made of flour and water.
I have partaken in both. So double dipping.
Numbers.
Gross.
Well, if
Yeah,
you want to
glue's
save
gross.
yourself some money,
I don't know
next
why
time you
kids
see a
love glue.
squirrel on the ground, you just put that in the blender and use it for glue.
I do that all the time.
Roadkill. Little.
No, I put
It's
it in the blender and make a nice milkshake out of it.
That's
That
disgusting.
doesn't make any sense.
Squirrel shake.
No, we would glue stuff together though. Mashed up squirrel. Take that. Was that bitch that was with Kmart for so long? Martha Stewart?
Valerie Bertinelli.
No, Martha Stewart.
Yeah.
Take it, Martha.
Pull your wiener out.
I would.
Martha
You know
Stewart.
what? If I ever did the move, it would be on her, and it would go
Look at
wrong
this, Martha Stewart.
because she'd be like, "Close that door," and then you'd be like, "What's wrong with you?" And I was like, "I had sex with Martha Stewart like 8 times." Like, well, she had sex with me like 8 times.
Yeah.
It was like when that woman knows what to do.
She made horrible, painful
Her
love. to me.
coffee's fantastic, but I don't think my wiener works anymore.
Anyways, so yeah, Rascal's there and he's just running around the trucks. What the fuck is Rascal thinking? Like, I'm trying. I don't know what to do.
He knows which one is the mine.
Yeah. What are you doing, Rascal? You're
I
not
don't know.
fucking retarded. Anyways, well,
He's in danger.
actual Chomps shows up just in time to keep Rascal from getting exploded.
Right, because Rascal's backing up into the mine.
Yeah.
He's
Like,
going to tip the wire.
He looks like that guy in Tiananmen Square saying, halt to the tanks. Like, I will stand my ground to these trucks. Oh shit, I'm on a mine. Kaboom.
I think that's too much of a reach for Rascal.
Yeah.
You shall not pass.
Yeah, he's not Gandalf either.
No, dude, he's
just
Rascal.
a dog standing in front of a truck
And a mine.
and a mine. In between a rock in a hard place or a truck and a thing that's going to blow up.
Well, Chomps runs up and
Step to the left, Chomps.
grabs
Yeah.
the mine and runs it over to this tool shed where inside's Gibbs, the competitor.
And it's not a tool shed, it's an outhouse.
That's an outhouse.
That they put the word tools on so that
Yeah.
people wouldn't
They
think
can't
he was
say
in there
crapper.
taking a
I know,
shit.
they make so many stupid jokes. They say shit at the end of the
They
movie.
say
They're like,
shit.
That's the very last word of the movie is shit.
Shit. Which is
Shit.
quite accurate.
yes. Well, anyway, Chomps goes ahead and murders the fuck out of that guy.
Murders the fuck out of him. I like
Dude, he's a stone cold killer. I told you.
Yeah,
Dude,
Chomps
it's
is
not-
a real dickhead.
know how explosions work. Like, it looks great in a cartoon
It's-
when the cartoon explodes, but a man getting exploded and then he's just got covered in soot.
I guess that's where
You could see his underwears.
the only live action or the only thing that ever worked that was a cartoon made with actual live actions, it was the Batman series. But they, they had zaniness, they had the sound effects, they had the pow, the zap, the zoom. They didn't break the laws of physics.
Never.
That's the key.
They, other than that shark repellent, which isn't really breaking laws
It's
of
not
physics,
breaking the laws of
it's just
physics.
breaking the laws of consumerism.
You know, it could have been
I
Mace.
guess. Yeah, I
Could have been Mace.
shark repellents, vegetables.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't like broccoli. I've seen Shark Week. They don't go after the broccoli.
So what you're saying is that when you get into the
How do
water,
they
you
have
should
access
just...
to broccoli?
What?
How do they have access to broccoli?
Who? Sharks?
Yeah.
They don't. I don't like it.
There's no sea broccoli.
No, there isn't.
How does anybody try broccoli?
If you go fishing with broccoli, you're not going to catch any sharks. I'll bet you money.
So this wasn't actually on Shark Week. This is just something you made up again.
I have 100% certainty that sharks do not like broccoli. I will stand behind that. Through deduction and reason. Now, I'm not saying that if you're afraid of sharks to go swimming in the ocean with water wings made of broccoli, but, they're not going to eat the broccoli.
Run! Broccoli!
No, it's fine. I've got a swimsuit made of broccoli. And so all that's left is your pelvis.
In Jaws 2, well, what's his name's looking for sharks? Like, oh, shark alarm! Then there's just people on the beach just tossing broccoli. I think I've got this cooler
which
filled with
isn't-
broccoli. Fire the broccoli guns!
Yeah. No, I mean, they're not going to get pissed at the broccoli. They're just not going to eat it. Doesn't have the nutrition for a growing shark.
Just get stuck in their teeth.
Yeah, I don't like it.
Back to Chomps.
Yeah.
The Ken has hired the goons to break in and steal the plans because originally their plan was to steal the dog, Chomps, which they can't do anything with because they need to manufacture them, but you can't manufacture them because they don't know how it's whatever. So then they finally figure out, oh, we need to steal the plans instead, which is called Operation Plan.
Yes.
Operation Plan. Huh. Or is it Operation Plans?
I don't know, but it's not
terrible.
They didn't think very long.
This
hard
is
about that
Pussycat calling Fat Cat.
Fat Cat. Yeah. This is 7 stages past where Ken needed to get some new burglars.
Yeah.
Or murdered by chomps. They break in. They want to blow up the safe to get into the plan, so they put a bomb on it.
Plastic explosives,
Yeah.
which we of course know is just gray clay.
Chomps comes in, chases him out, and karate jumps him. Yeah. Then everybody runs in, sees the bomb. Oh shit! But Chomps pulls it off and dives out the window and explodes midair.
Oh my god, this was such a glorious part of the movie.
That was lovely.
Because all you see is this like smoking fur, and you're like, yeah.
You know how we mentioned just a couple weeks ago how when that child gets murdered in Spookies,
How underwhelming it is.
yeah, you don't feel any dog getting blown up. I should have felt something.
Yeah, I never do the dog, but
felt
in this
joy.
time you're like, kill that dog and all of his friends, please.
Ugh.
Like,
Yeah, I
wanted
wasn't sad.
I wanted Thurston Howell to show up with a fucking Tommy gun and just start mowing all of them down.
Yeah.
This is what you get for screwing with me.
Die, coppers! That's what you got to say when you have a Tommy gun.
Yeah.
You'll never take me alive.
Damn thing jammed again.
Shit.
Thompson contenders were not good guns.
So Chomps is he's still alive or whatever.
He's barely hanging on by a thread.
Yeah. He's got the Terminator eyes going though.
Yeah, and his tail's working. So
Yeah.
apparently, his butthole hasn't been blown up.
That's his power source. So
His
then
power
Investigator.
source is his heart.
the epilogue.
And wait, you didn't
go ahead.
even say that he was starting to develop intelligence.
Yeah, he didn't. He made a
Because-
sound of his own,
What was
Yeah,
the
he
sound? I didn't
made
hear
a
it.
dog sound.
like a happy dog sound.
Yeah, like a
He's learning
dog
to
sound.
love,
yeah. So he was like, I didn't put that on the tape, and I was like, oh,
which means that Chomps has become self-aware, which leads me to my first question.
That's my first question.
Is Chomps Skynet?
dun 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 dun. I'll be back.
Well, I think we need to really address this. Yes. What is Chomps? Is he sentient? Is he a living creature? When he explodes, is he still alive?
He officially becomes a monster butt at the end of this movie.
Because he's
Now
alive.
aware, and he's not he's a monster.
Mhm.
He murders people.
Yes,
Mhm.
indeed.
He
He fucks up all your shit.
Yep.
fucks up all your shit, and he
Just
is
classic
self-aware. Because before, he did not qualify as a monster
He's
butt.
just a
robot dog.
a toaster.
And he doesn't like anybody. But no, at the end of the movie, he becomes Monster Bud.
Yeah, I think you're right. He is he's sentient at that point. He's achieved coalescence. He's data. I am living. I'll follow that question up with does Chomps dream of electric dog bones?
I don't know.
I think he dreams of a day that when the Earth is finally rid of humanity.
Mm-hmm. How could I accomplish this? I'll launch nukes.
Skynet.
Which will lead me to my next question.
Dognet.
Did anyone in San Bernardino County survive the multi-chomps malfunction?
The Chomps Holocaust?
Yeah, like when she blows that whistle and 86
Mhm.
chompses run out. How many people died? All of them? Is that the beginning?
Yeah.
Or is that when they clean up the streets, Sam?
It's kind of like the Dawn of the Planet of the Apes.
Yeah.
It's all just a fucking big misunderstanding, but either way, the war has started.
Yeah. No, turning it back.
Oh my god.
Come with me if you want to live!
Well, do you think that Chomps eventually starts talking? Because
he's
Monster's
learning-
an idiot.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, I mean, if he's
He's setting it.
Sentin' it? He's sentin' it.
sending it.
Setting it.
Some of that dirty South talk, Jackie. Get on the internet and talk about sentin' it.
Oy. Well, eventually he's going to have to explain to humanity why he's decided to extinguish their light.
So yeah, he's probably gonna have to end up talking at one
Yeah.
point.
I don't know why I've chosen this voice to tell you that your species is going to become extinct.
Prepare to die! All right. Well, I guess, yeah, we're done with that.
I still have more questions.
Oh, I do too. I just mean, we skipped past the end of the movie and just went straight to the question. Which,
That was the end of the movie.
yeah, there's more chops. But anyways, go ahead.
There wasn't. They get married and Chomps is alive. Yeah.
Yep. And then they have new Chomps already built.
Oh shit! Oh, what a dick, Chomps. They fuck up. He totally just kills Monster's house when Monster's not even doing anything.
No, he's not.
He's just hanging out in his doghouse. Fuck you, Monster.
They needed to establish Monster as more of a dog villain.
He's not even. He's doing nothing. He just wanted that bone one time.
Yeah, I bet actually Monster likes Rascal pretty well.
Yeah, they're probably
Probably
real
buds.
Monster buds.
Yeah, but, he did get him stolen by the dog catcher. He did that on purpose.
Yeah, I don't know if he did that. I
bloody
think that was
stuff.
just a sort of like, oh, that sucks, but I'm not getting caught.
No, dude, he did it on purpose because he barks
Oh.
because he sees Chomps running down the alley and he sees the dog catcher. So he barks and then he hides behind the trash cans. And then the dog catcher, like, this dog is not catchable by anybody, but if you have a really large net, you can get Chomps.
For a minute.
Yeah. And then you just throw him in the truck.
Then you get your truck exploded and all the dogs run free. How much does a Chomps cost?
You don't have enough to pay for something like that.
I do not think that Chomps is a viable business adventure.
Adventure?
This is an adventure in business.
I mix business with adventure.
I have a hat and a whip every day during board meetings.
That's the guy that crashes the helicopter to the top of the dome in Jurassic Park. He's the sort of fellow that mixes adventure with business.
Yeah, there's no way that Chomps is affordable. He's made a future.
Well, the cost is too much because you're not going to have a house or a family
Yeah.
after you get one,
Right.
too. So, sure, the entry price, probably too high,
Mm-hmm.
but what does it really cost?
I would think a Chomps is $1 million. One Chomps, $1 million.
I don't know. Brian built it out of shit that was in his garage.
Yeah.
Mhm. But
I'm
he
thinking,
made indestructible materials that have never been invented before.
Ah,
but I think that you
Christmas
could get
lights.
into, you kind of get into the next step though of the fur quality and, what the color his eyes come out of,
Make your own Chomps on the website.
Yeah, it's like you just go through and you just click okay, I want him to have long hair.
it
It
Tiger
needs
stripes.
to be blue.
it's like how awesome the concept car is, but then the production model, not the same thing.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
they actually put Chomps into production. It just took them a while, and it was called Furby. It doesn't guard anything. It doesn't do anything.
It guards you away from getting laid.
Yeah.
Keeps
Jeez.
those horny ladies right away.
If you don't like vaginas, get yourself a Furby.
I always wanted the Furby that looked like Gizmo. I always wanted that Furby.
Do they still make Furby?
I
They
believe
do. You can get them online. Last year I got Gizmo though, and that it sang and it danced back and forth. It was pretty sweet.
Let's talk about Chomps. Jackie, you want to ask a question?
I hated this movie so much. I'm trying to talk about Gizmo. So do they keep the original Chomps? Do you think? Because
no, I don't
because-
know. They don't mention it.
because the dog,
Like Patient Zero?
Mm-hmm.
yeah, but like the real dog, Rascal,
Right.
he obviously has an emotional attachment to Chomps,
Indeed.
the original Chomps.
Or
Or does it just get to be like they make the 40 some other Chomps and Rascal's like, fuck this shit.
and they just
And
toss,
he just goes around and pees on all of them.
they toss Model 0 into the trash. Fuck that piece of shit. It's not even a... Well, I guess if he's alive. We've determined that he's sentient and a life form.
Yes.
That'd be a pretty big dick move. They didn't make Chomps fix him.
I think that they fixed
that's
Chomps.
murder.
Yeah, no, it's not murder.
If you toss a sentient life in the trash,
He was already halfway blown up.
Yeah. No, it's like Batman. I'm not going to murder you, but I don't have to save you.
Ah.
Because I know that you're going to become Skynet. That one day you'll be ruling a galaxy of your own. Chomps. The Chomps galaxy. I bet that galaxy sucks.
I'm pretty sure that's the foundation of Scientology. Right there.
Oh.
Yeah. Is the burgling just in this town, or is it a global pandemic?
Kind of seems like this is Detroit.
It's not. There's a
It's
state of
LA.
California flag.
Yeah,
It's
they're in
LA.
LA. I've been to some of these buildings. It's just, it's a terrible town. The story town of this movie is like McShittersville.
McShittersville. Now with supersized fries.
And burgling. Wait, we've had that.
It's not big burgling. It's just mush burgling.
What are we going to do about this burgling? Well, nothing. It's 87% of our town's economy.
It's high value burgling.
Yeah. Just burgle it back. God damn it.
What do you think we're going to do about it?
All right. Anybody else got anything else?
Is Brian's next project a copy of their child who is a baby mercenary?
That would be pretty awesome.
It's super babies. It's Baby Genius is the movie.
The baby mercenary travels back in time and is actually like a tiny Kyle Reese. And has to fight C.H.O.M.P.S Skynet.
That's what it is they send back Super Baby to destroy Chomps before he gets to
Really
too powerful.
buff baby.
His arms are missiles. And then after, like, in the first fight, he shoots his arms off and he's like, oh, shit.
Not well thought out.
He just has to headbutt Chomps.
And Brian has programmed the baby's voice to be of Spanish accent.
Oy, it's mío.
Time to die, Chomps.
Ay, caramba.
Because it's a fucking talking dog, you gotta have a talking baby.
Well, yeah.
Yep.
Does anybody want to recommend this movie to
No.
any
No.
person ever?
No. I am so embarrassed that this was my pick.
This
Even
is
under
not a-
coercion.
Yeah, it was under coercion. I guess I get that one.
Yeah.
But,
Not really. You're still like, yeah.
Yeah, but I still agreed to it.
Yeah.
And now I'm kind of like, wow, that was a poor decision on my part.
This has got a 4.8 on IMDb. That means somebody out there likes it.
I think it's Valerie Bertinelli and a bunch of fake email accounts.
Spam the shit. This is gonna bring me back. Chomps was my masterpiece.
Yeah.
Yeah, no. It's
Get it on Blu-ray.
It's a piece of shit. Don't bother.
It's not the worst movie that we watched, but it was the most annoying.
It was definitely
Oh,
the most
yeah.
annoying. It was
Yes.
extremely annoying. Very annoying.
Very hard to watch.
I hated it.
Yeah.
Just
Go
loud
fuck yourself,
noises.
Chomps.
It was like the Gravitron made into a movie.
Oh, yeah. That's a good analogy.
Yeah.
I like that. All right, so next week is my pick. I've got Mac and Me coming up, so that should be interesting.
I hear it's bad.
I hope it's better than Chomps.
Oh, sorry, guys.
Hey, the Monster Buds is not going well.
I like Galgameth. Galgameth was
Galgameth
okay.
was, yeah, it's okay.
It's kind of fun. But, yeah, stay clear of Chomps. Yeah, come back on Friday, and in the meantime, get to the chopper. Visit us at www.stinkermadness.com. Follow Stinker Madness on Twitter at Stinker Madness. Please rate and review us on iTunes and Stitcher. Thank you for listening, and get to the chopper.